Hello and welcome to Learn Statistics class. In this class, we are going to learn the statistical concept in simple and more easy way. The topic of today's lecture is mathematical expectation. In this topic, we are going to learn 2 points. First point is mean and variance of a random variable, and second point is properties of variance of random variable. So let us start with mean of random variable. So let us see the definition. If a random variable x assumes values x1, x2, likewise xn with the corresponding probabilities, say p1, p2 up to pn respectively, then the mean of random variable x is defined as expectation of x mean equal to expected value of x, and which is summation xi into pi. I is from 1 to n. This is the value of mean of a random variable x. Now we shall see the definition of variance of a random variable. If a random variable x assumes discrete values x1, x2 dot dot xn with probabilities p1, p2, pn respectively, then the variance of random variable x is defined as Vx is equal to expectation of x minus mean of x, that is expectation x raised to 2. This is the definition of variance. After simplifying this square bracket, we get the simplified form of variance as expectation of x square minus expectation x bracket square. This is the another form of formula of variance. This form is very useful while calculating the examples of a random variable. Now we shall start with the second point, properties of variance of a random variable. So let us start with properties of variance. The first property is variance of a constant is 0. Suppose c is a constant, then if we calculate the variance of c, it comes out to be 0. This is the first property. So we shall prove it by definition of variance. Variance c is equal to expectation of c minus mean of c bracket square. Since we know that the expected value of c is c itself, since c is a constant, the expectation of a constant is always that constant itself, which we have learned in the previous lecture of properties of mathematical expectation. After substituting this value in the variance formula, we get variance c equal to expectation of c minus c bracket square. Therefore variance c equal to expectation of 0 square, which is expected value of 0, and as 0 is a number which is a constant, so its expectation is 0 itself. Therefore, variance of C, a constant, is always 0. This is the first property of variance. Now we shall see the second property of variance, in which we learn variance of ax plus b equal to a square into variance x, where a and b are constants. Here we multiply a with a random variable x and we add another constant b in the variable x. Means in this theorem we apply change of origin as well as change of scale on a random variable. So let us consider the left side of the theorem. LHS, left hand side, which is equal to variance ax plus b. By definition, we can write it as ax plus b minus its mean, means expectation of ax plus b bracket square, which is equal to expected value of ax plus b minus, we shall consider the expectation inside the bracket. Then we get, this is a into expectation x plus b. Expectation, take a common, then we get x minus expectation of x plus b and minus b. Here b and b get cancelled, so which is equal to left hand side is equal to expectation of a into x minus expected value of x whole raised to 2. Since a is a constant, we shall take it outside the expectation. So after taking it outside the expectation, it becomes square, since a is inside the bracket, which is the square. So it is expectation of x minus expected value of x raised to 2. But we know that variance x is nothing but expectation of x minus expectation x bracket square. Therefore, the left hand side is equal to a square into variance of x, and which is same as the right hand side of the property of the variance. Means variance ax plus b must be equal to a square into variance of x. From the final expression of this derivation, we observe that in the last expression only a will come and b will not come. Means variance is affected by only change of scale, but it is independent of change of origin, since b does not appear in the last step of our calculation of variance ax plus b. This is the second and most important property of variance of a discrete random variable. In this way, in this lecture we learn two things. The first thing is mean what is mean and what is variance. We have learned the definition of mean and variance. Further, we learn the properties of variance, in which the first property is variance of a constant is always 0. And in the next property, we learn variance is affected by change of scale but not change of origin. Now, we shall start to solve the problems based on mean and variance of a random variable in order to elaborate the topic in more simple and clear understanding. So let us start with the example number 1. The mean and variance of a random variable x are 60 and 35 respectively. Find the mean and variance of y, where y is x minus 60 divided by 5. Here we are given actually expectation of x, mean of random variable x means expectation of x, that is 60, and also we are given the variance of x, and that is 35. And we have given a function of random variable x, which is y, and it is defined as x minus 60 divided by 5. By observing the variable y, we see that from the values of x, a constant 60 is subtracted. At the same time, the difference is divided by a number 5. Means here change of origin as well as change of scale are done, and we want to calculate the mean of y and the variance of y. So we shall start with the mean of y, expected value of y, which is equal to expectation of, put the value of y, x minus 60 divided by 5. As 5 is constant, we can take it outside. 1 by 5 expectation x minus 60. Take expectation inside the bracket, we get 1 upon 5 expectation x minus expectation 60, which is equal to 1 upon 5 into expected value of x, and 60 is a constant, hence its expectation is 60 itself. Here we shall put the value of expectation as we have given, and that is that is 60 minus 60, and which is equal to 1 upon 5 into 0. Therefore, the expectation of y is equal to 0. Here the expected value of y is 0. Now we shall calculate the variance of y. Variance of y is equal to variance of x minus 60 divided by 5. Since 1 by 5 is constant, we can take it outside the integration, and it becomes 1 upon 5 bracket square, as we have seen in the second property of variance, and this is into variance x minus 60, which is equal to 1 upon 25 variance x minus 60. Further, in the second property we have learned, second property of variance, we have learned variance is independent of change of origin. Here origin is 60, since 60 is subtracted from the values of x. So variance is independent of this 60, and it is only variance x. So it is 1 upon 25 into variance is also given 25. So it is 1. Hence we get the variance of y is equal to 1. In this way we calculate the expectation of the mean of a random variable y and variance of random variable y, where y is x minus 60 divided by 5. Now we shall start with the second example, example number 2. In this example, the probability distribution of a random variable x is given below. Probability x equal to x upon 15 for x is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. In this example, we want to find expectation x, variance x and expectation 3x plus 8. So let us start with the solution. First, I will write down the PMF in a tabular form. The benefit of writing the PMF in the tabular form is it is easy to see the values of variable as well as their corresponding probabilities, and there is a less chance of mistake while we calculating the expectation or variance or anything. So my advice is to the student, please write down the PMF first in the tabular form, then start with your calculation. So let me write the values of x: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last column is of course total. Total is very important. If total comes 1, then and then only the written PMF is correct. Otherwise, we have to check the calculations of probability distribution. Put the value x equal to 1 in x by 15, we get it is 1 upon 15. By putting 2, it is 2 by 15. Similarly, 3 by 15, 4 upon 15. And last value is 5 by 15. By adding all these probabilities, of course we get 15 upon 15, that is 1. Means we have written the probability mass function correctly in the tabular form. So let us start with the calculation of expectation of x. By definition, expectation x is summation xi into pi. Here I is from 1 to 5. So it is 1 into 1 upon 5, 1 upon 15, I is from 1 to 5, plus second value is 2 with probability 2 by 15, plus dot 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 up to 5 into I will take a constant 1 upon 15 common from the expression, then it is 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16 plus 25, which is equal to expected value of x is equal to 1 upon 15 multiplied by 55, and which is equal to 11 upon 3. This is the value of expectation of x. Now we shall calculate the variance of x. By definition, variance of x, it is expectation of x square minus expected value of x bracket square. Expected value of x is 11 upon 3 square. Now we have to calculate the expectation of x square. So let us start to calculate the expectation x square. Summation xi square into probability I. I is from 1 to 5. So it is 1 square into 1 upon 15 plus 2 square into 1 by 15, 2 by 15, 3 square into 3 upon 15 plus 4 square into 4 upon 15, and the last value is 5, so it is 5 square multiplied by 5 by 15. I will take the constant 1 upon 15 outside the bracket, then it is 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube plus 5 cube. After adding all these terms, we get it is 225, and which is equal to 15, since 225 is a square of 15, hence the expected value of x is 15. Substitute this value in the formula of variance, we get the value of variance. So variance x equal to 15 minus 11 by 3 bracket square, which is equal to 15 minus 121 divided by 9, and that is equal to, after simplifying, it is 14 upon 9. This is the value of variance of a random variable x. Next, we will calculate the expectation of 3x plus 8. By taking the expectation inside the bracket, we get 3 into expectation of x plus 8. We know that the expected value of x is 11 by 3 plus 8. So it is 3 get cancelled. It is equal to 11 plus 8, and which is equal to 19. This is the value of expectation of 3x plus 8. In this way, in this example, we calculate the expected value of x, variance x, and expectation of a function of random variable 3x plus 8. Now let us start with the example number 3. In this example, we are given the expectation of x is 3, variance of x is 5, and a new variable y equal to 3x plus 4 is given. Find the value of expectation y and variance y. In order to find the expectation y and variance y, we apply the properties of expectation and variance. So let us start with expectation y is equal to expectation of 3x plus 4. By taking expectation inside the bracket, we get expectation of 3 into expectation x plus expectation of 4, which is equal to 3 into expectation of x plus 4. Since 4 is a constant, hence its expectation is 4 itself. That is the property of expectation, which we have learned earlier. If student want to learn the mathematical expectation in more detail, then click on the I button at the top right corner of the screen, and link of that lecture and playlist is also given in the description box. Substitute the value of expectation x, which is given to be 3 plus 4. So it is 9 plus 4, which is equal to 13. This is the value of expectation of y. Here in this example, we obtain the value of expectation of y not by using the probability distribution or PMF, but by using the properties of expectation and variance only. Now we shall calculate the variance of y. Variance y is equal to variance of 3x plus 4. Here 4 is a origin and 3 is scale, and we know that variance is affected by only change of scale but not origin. So it is 3 square into variance x by the second property of variance. So it is 9 into variance of x, and we have given the value of variance x as 5. So it is 9 into 5, 45. Hence the variance of random variable y is 45. In this way, in this lecture, we learn the definition of mean and variance, properties of variance, and the examples on mean and variance depending upon the probability distribution as well as the properties of variance. If a student like this lecture, then click on the like button and share with your friends in order to learn the statistical concept in simple and more easy way. Further, the students are requested to subscribe Learn Statistics channel for the more lectures in the more upcoming days. In Learn Statistics platform, many more concepts and topics from the statistics subjects are already taken. If student want to learn that topics, then click on the I button at the top right corner of the screen, and link of all the playlists are given in the description box. If any student have some problem or query regarding the examples or any topic which I have teach in the Learn Statistics channel, then please write in the comment box. I will resolve your query as soon as possible. We will meet in the next lecture with the next topic. Till then, we will stop here. Thank you.